Hello everyone, Mary Morning here, and this is probably my third time trying to do this video. I don't know what the heck. My camera is not loving me today. So I thought I would do a little bit of an update and let everybody know what I am up to and what I've been working on and what I'm doing. So the first thing is I have some big news. I've got an event coming up in September, and it's called Occulticon. Occulticon. So basically, it's a pagan festival. 3 days, September 8th, 9th, and 10th, and it's here in southwestern Ontario. It's about an hour north of Toronto, and it's outdoor camping. It's going to be awesome. Like, seriously. There are some amazing teachers, speakers coming to this that if you are into spirituality, paganism, witchcraft, psychic stuff, there's so many different topics, and it's all going to be represented. So you definitely want to get there. If you're, in this area or in the states that you're close enough to come, it's worth it because the teachers that are going to be there are the best of the best in our area for sure. So what I'm going to be doing there is I'm going to have a booth selling my clothing and my capes, a bit of jewelry, like stuff that I make. So I'm pretty excited about that. I was contacted to do it through somebody that I know from the community, the local community. And when he first mentioned it, he said, well, I'm setting this up like the psychic fairs. So you get to choose if you want to be a vendor with merchandise or if you want to be a reader. And I was like, that's like Sophie's Choice, because I love doing both things, so how do I choose? But in the end, I decided that it would be better for me to bring my merchandise because, even though I love reading and that it's a skill that is going to be represented there by a lot of different people. Not that, we're all the same in when it goes to tarot reading. We're all individual on that, obviously. But I don't think there's too many people out there sewing the way I do. That definitely is my own thing. So I think that would represent me a little more personally to do the clothing. So I'm going to bring my my capes, ritual robes, dresses, my fairy sweaters, all that kind of stuff. So I'm really looking forward to this. And my good friend here in town is going to help me, so she's going to be there with me to set it up. I haven't done a big festival like this before, so as a vendor, so we will see how this goes, but I'm pretty excited about it. Where it is, being an hour basically away from where I live, it's not that difficult for me that I could go home, but probably going to end up camping. But to be honest, I am not a camper. So we'll see how this goes. At least there's power at the booth, so I can plug a phone in, and I thought maybe I could bring my machine so I can do alterations on site. But yeah, this will be interesting. Me and camping don't really get along. I love the outdoors. But I don't want to sleep in it. Like, seriously. So we'll see how it goes. What else have I been doing? The other big thing was Harry Potter. I had a Harry Potter event locally at my local bookstore. Well, it's not a small bookstore. I'll say that. It's Chapters Indigo, which is a big chain of stores here nationally. But my local one here in Guelph did a Harry Potter night commemorating the anniversary of Harry Potter. So this was an amazing event. We had one of my friends was making wands. There was a Quidditch competition. I was there reading tarot. I think there was like a trivia contest. There was all kinds of stuff going on. So that was pretty awesome. But I did about 21 maybe readings that night because I think somebody snuck in at the end. But I've done bigger, I've done events before, but I would say that was one of the bigger ones because I had a long line of people waiting for me. But I kept it simple. I did 2 5-card spreads, so they had 2 questions they could ask. And at the end, we pulled an oracle card to sort of sum up the whole reading. And that was a lot of fun. And one of the reasons I like doing public events like that is that you get a lot of people that are tarot virgins. So they've never tried tarot, they've never tried getting a reading, they've never done any of that before. I would say about half of them at least were tarot virgins. So to me, that's awesome. Like, I love doing that for the first time. I find it an honor that I was their first tarot reader. So, yeah, I had some great people come through. That's another thing. I was pretty exhausted by the end of the evening, and that was just one evening. So I can't imagine 3 days at big events. Like, I have a new appreciation for those psychic readers that do the expos here for 3 full days for 10 to 12 hours a day. Like, I was exhausted within an evening. So kudos to them to be able to pull off, full readings all day for 3 days, which is one of the other reasons that I decided I would stick with my sewing for Culticon, because, I think I'd be pretty exhausted after the second day and that of reading. So what else have I been doing? Let's see. I colored my hair. So you can kind of see it. At the front here I put in purple, which is, I'm kind of loving it. That's pretty cool. So I did bleach it. You can kind of see in the back. Here's my regular red. So that is, usually I use Manic Panic. I tried a different brand though. This is Arctic Fox. I'm sorry, I don't remember the names of the colors, but this is the dark red that they have. And then at the front, I did a purple, but it's kind of a pinky purple. So I bleached the front here and put on the purple. And as you can see, it turned out better on my roots because my roots are lighter than, like, this red didn't want to come out. It came out some, but not all the way. So I just had to do my purple over the red. So that's why it looks like it's more purple up here than it is down here. So I suppose as it grows out, it'll get more purple. But I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. You can see pictures of it on my Instagram. So I would definitely use Arctic Fox again. I was pretty happy with their stuff. It seems like a softer and like it's going to last a little better than the Manic Panic. But I'll let you know after, 6 weeks. We'll see how it looks, right? Because it's still fairly fresh. The other thing is I ordered some Killstar. So I could probably do one of those fashion hauls that, all the Gothic girls do. Like, I have not done that yet, but I ordered some dresses from Killstar and some boots, and I'm pretty happy with them. They're pretty nice. Now, a dress like this I could make really easily, but I don't have fabric that has all these symbols all over them. And That's what I loved about it, is that it's got all these occult symbols all over the velvet, which is really pretty cool. So I'm happy with that. They fit nice and that, so maybe I'll do a review about that. As far as an update on my spiritual path, I recently tried some channeling. Now, to be honest, I had no idea if it would even work. I've done it 3 times now, and I actually kind of thought it was a fluke when it first happened, because I thought I did not have that skill. I thought that was not me, but I guess I had been opening myself up to it. So I went into a deep meditation, and I asked a spirit to come in, and they came in, and it basically was like a conversation. Like this spirit was speaking to me, and then I could have repeated it. So if anybody's out there and they want to try this, first of all, I would recommend recording it, which I did not do. And I really regret, because basically when you're in the middle of it, you are so zoned out, you don't even know what you're saying. So I don't have the information that I should, because the moment I said it or was out of it, it was gone. Like, I can't retrieve it. So I wish, either do it with somebody there that you trust that can write it down for you, or record it. One of the two. So I had a really good experience with that. It wasn't scary at all. It was somebody that is like a spiritual icon to me, that I was quite literally shocked that they answered. Like, I did my ritual, connecting to a spirit and asked them in, and I was surprised that they showed up, put it that way. So I thanked them, at the end and asked them for their help and their guidance in later channeling sessions to help me along. So I'll be trying it again. It's happened for me 3 times now. One was at a group ritual, and in that instance I didn't feel comfortable repeating what the spirit was saying to me, because I was in a group setting. So I kind of whispered it, and the minute I sort of tried to ask questions, like to have a conversation the way I did with the first one, it disappeared. So I think I need to work on my skills before I get into a group situation, or at least with somebody who is willing to practice with me or try. So to see where that leads to. But yeah, I would say anybody out there that is already a medium in that, and you want to try channeling, go for it. Because that was a pretty amazing experience, and I was pretty happy with it. And definitely use your protection while you're doing it. That goes without saying. But have maybe somebody there with you to transcribe, record it, do your protection, say your thank yous at the end, because they came in and did something for you. So always say thank you for them coming, and that. So yeah, I'm no expert at this at all. Like, I'm learning. I'm trying it out. I'm learning. In fact, I want to try and get a hold of somebody that I know locally that does channeling on a regular basis, and maybe she can help me out as far as knowing the ins and outs of what to do and what not to do. So, I might get back to you with a video about that after I speak to somebody that is more of an expert on it than I am. So I'll let you know. I'll give you an update on that. I don't really feel comfortable saying who the spirit was right now, but it was somebody that I hold in high regard and respect. So it was neat that this spirit decided to show up for me. So, yeah. Anyways, as far as that goes, I think that's the main thing that I was sort of working on lately. The energy has been kind of up and down and all over the place, roller coaster lately. If you follow astrology at all, you know that there is a solar eclipse coming. I believe it's August 21st, the eclipse is coming. So we're heading into a pretty turbulent time period as far as energy goes, which you're probably all feeling. And we've got the sun in Leo right now, so a solar eclipse in Leo is just, that's going to be interesting. So, like, my husband's a Leo, I live with a Leo, so I know what he's like. Yeah, energy has been kind of strange, but good, really good. Like energy that's pushing you forward, not, challenging energy. In fact, I feel like it's working with me. And, maybe some people are having challenges in that it's pushing you into something you weren't quite ready for. I've seen a lot of that happening with people, but I would say go with the flow right now, because, if the universe is going to offer you things, you've got to, say yes and take the roller coaster ride and see where it leads. So, yeah, I'm taking my roller coaster ride on doing a big festival. We'll see how that goes. But I'm really looking forward to it, and I have help, and I'm going to have some great merchandise for it, and there are amazing people there, so I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait. And I think that's all for my update. So look for some other videos from me. I think I'll do that one with the Killstar clothing haul, which would be the first one I've ever done. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Blessed be.